Hi, welcome to my channel, Blooming Late. I am coming to you with the first recording for this channel. I've decided that I want to make something that's inspirational and encouraging to other people turning 40 or 50 so that they can feel that it's not the end they're not going toward the end of life, but they're beginning their lives. Back in the day, people didn't even start thinking about their adult lives until they were 30. Now it's some people feel that it's over at 30. I did, and I have to say, Blooming Late helped in changing that perspective. I have a writers group that I started several years ago called Blooming Late. It's for women over 40, and it just kind of grew so well, and it just made me feel so good. And I met so many wonderful women that now I decided to start a channel because I want it to be for everybody, and everybody that's over 40, and help them, men and women, and just help encourage and inspire them to live the best lives they can. This is going to have, it's like a vlog. It's going to be tips in all kinds of different areas. Some commentary, hopefully not a whole lot of that. But I want to make it to where it inspires people to live the best, better lives, and see that it's not an end at all, that it's not even going toward an end. That if you can revitalize yourself at this time of life, that you've got a long life ahead and it's a lot of success ahead. There's no reason to think anything else. My slogan is, it's time for you. And the reason I stop in the middle is because a lot of women, especially, and I think more and more men now, have a problem with, once the kids are done and they're grown and out, or maybe not so far out, but the fact that they have a lot of extra time in their hands because they're not caring for little ones. And sometimes they just take over caring for the grandchildren, and that's just, it's not right. Anyway, they've put their lives on hold forever, and they don't know what it's like to be independent and live their own lives for themselves, and that's a bad thing, because the happiest I am is when I live my life for myself. And it just, it you end up helping other people when you do that, and you end up inspiring other people when you do that. So it's a win-win, as opposed to being kind of a martyr, I guess you could say, and giving up what you really want. And sometimes it's necessary, I'm not saying it's not, but I think when it comes down to it, there has to be a time for you. And that's what this is about. It's tips and things like that for people over 40. Going to turn 50, over 50. I'm going to turn 50 in 7 months or so. And so, Blooming Late, the writers group, really revitalized me in thinking differently. And I know this channel is also going to help me as well as you. But I really want these tips to help you out when it comes down to, all areas of life: health, mental health, uh, finances, everything. And every one of us have talents and unique things and abilities that we can share with others, that other people aren't necessarily so good at. And that's what I want to do, is share those kind of things that I have with you. I also have some friends who, of course, I met in the writers group, but that are into like alternative healing therapies and things like that. So those things are something I want to also share with you. And one of the reasons why is because I have a disease called CIDP. Don't ask me to say the whole thing at this moment. I'm sure on my channel you'll get to know me, you'll know the whole story. But it's like MS. It's like right before MS, and it's how I put it is, it doesn't kill you, it just makes you feel like you want to be dead. So this is another thing. I'm beating this disease by doing this, and hopefully help others, because I'm also going to talk about pain issues and things that have and have not helped me. I am like the perfect test rat. I actually was told that by one of my PCPs way back, that I'm a perfect test rat because I get all the not just the side effects, but the rare side effects of medicines. So that's something. So it tells them, whether it's good or not. So I should probably be a test rat, but oh well. Um, so I just wanted you guys to know that I'm here for you, and I've started all kinds of little irons in the fire. I want to do contests and giveaways, and I want to integrate my Blooming Late group on shewrites.com. That's for women over 40. I invite you, it's free. I invite you to go over there. I'm also looking for go-getting people, women over 40 that would be interested in helping me revitalize the group because it grew so big I couldn't handle it. And that's, what do they call that? Embarrassment of riches or something. Anyway, so I can't do all the jobs. And so it's sort of gotten, and then I had a lot of problems last year, and which is another thing I want to talk about. I've gained like 30 pounds since this time last year because I had a lot of bad things happen to me in my life, and I've taken control of my life, and these things are completely gone out of them, but there's some things you can't control. I've lost some really dear people, and that was really hard to bear. And my drug of choice, food. Yes, I have yes, food. So, one of the things I want to do on here is in the next few days, this is July 3rd, in the next few days, I want to start my scary takeaway sugar time. Every time I take away sugar, I've gained and lost weight a few times in my life, like twice. And every time, the beginning of that is just cutting out sugar. I don't mean going crazy and looking at the boxes and going, oh, this has got sugar. No, that's not, things that are obvious sugar. Cereals, you have to really look, okay? But, because they have too much sugar and that just doesn't count. But most, regular foods is fine as long as you don't add sugar, okay? That's the thing. So, I'm going to be doing that in the next few days and going through detox with you. And hopefully maybe someone wants to take the sugar challenge with me. That could be a new thing to kick off this channel. So, anyway, I'd like tips and comments. If they're bad comments, I'm just gonna ignore you because I'm not in the mood. I just don't have the time, energy, or inclination to deal with trolls. Sorry. So you're gonna get ignored if it's negative. Simple as that. But if you want tips, if you have tips, something you want to see on this channel for people over 40, over 50 plus, especially inspirational things, that would be good. That if you'd like to see on here. I also will do testing things. I have this new product that's I'm gonna try. I'm gonna show you how it works on air. For your eyes. So my eyes aren't really that big of a problem. You can probably tell. Being almost 50. Well, the problem is gaining and losing the same 10 pounds in a year. It's right through here. So, but there's also a product for that I will be getting. Maybe someone would like to buy it from me. No, just kidding. But I'm gonna get it and actually try it on air so you guys can see things like this. So, because I know women are interested in that, and even some men, and they may not admit it. But especially if it's stuff like this, they want to take this out of here and they don't want to admit that, but they're going to watch this channel, see if it works. Because why invest in something that's not going to work? So today we start talking about the sugar challenge. I'm not saying today, it's a holiday. I'm not going to make people do things. Well, let's talk about the 5th, okay? The 5th of July, 2016. Let's talk about that being our sugar challenge date, okay? All right, welcome to everybody, and hope to see you soon.